I did the best I can with the tools I got. Through severe panic attacks, through people's misunderstandings, assumed guilt. You know, I've been playing the bad guy for about, well, over a year now. Whenever people played victim, I played the part. Only in words. See, for me, it wasn't just words. People weren't just threatening me on Facebook. They were harming me in real life. People want to tell me that I chose it. Sean, you chose this. You chose this. Then when it happens to them, it's still my fault. Jamie called me 89 times in 20 minutes. She should have thought about that. She was going to take me up the mountain my first night here, or my first weekend here. And she didn't. Second weekend here, she didn't. I hate my life. I was the good guy once. I saved lives. But jurisdiction, it only counts one way. When you're trying to show what's going on, they'll omit everything that's not in that particular jurisdiction, and they can throw everything at you from other jurisdictions, whether it's true or not. I told them, you need to come forward or you need to kill me. All these people who wanted to play victim, from Rihanna Ingersoll to Amy Witcher to Jamie Curtis to Natalie and Alicia Bollinger, Danica Garner, Officer Waylon Lolatai, Miss Peaches even. Brandy Copin, Teresa Orn, Lana and Amanda Engeline. They didn't want to understand. They wanted to treat me like shit. But then when they had to deal with one tiny taste of it, they fucking flipped their wig. My entire life it's been this way. In the system, because my parents couldn't stay off the drugs. And I turned 18 and I was out on the streets. Told I wanted it, needed it, chose it, and deserved it. And I worked. I worked hard. People tell me, you need to get a job. I'm like, fuck, I have a job. Well, you need to get another one. Alright, I will. And I did. But homelessness is expensive. And police victimize you. There's a lot of druggies and a lot of alcoholics. They're desperate. Most of us out here on the streets, we grew up in the system. Being molested, being raped, being beaten, having drugs forced into us. And we get thrown out into a society that doesn't fucking want us. Unlike most, I didn't dive into the bottle like Rihanna Ingersoll. like many of the people out here, many of the people I knew in Denver and Boulder, many of the people I even knew in Chapel, Nebraska, Sidney, Nebraska, Tacoma, Washington, Bremerton, Washington, Longmont, Colorado, Greeley, Colorado. Shit, I've been all over the place. These people are pissed off because their secrets are out there. But they didn't stop to think about how keeping those secrets affected me. How it harmed me and hurt me. But telling their secrets, well, then I'm a bad person, right? All right then, lock me up, put me away, or put me in the ground. But don't let me go free, because I'm not going to keep my mouth shut, and I said that a long time ago, before Natalie was killed. I said, I'm not going to keep your secrets anymore. People keep saying, you promised, Sean, you promised you wouldn't tell anybody, and you promised that you would keep your word, and you promised this, and you promised that, and you know what? Most of them I didn't promise that. And the ones that I did make that promise to, well, when they broke their word, there was no longer a reason for me to keep mine. They broke the contract. Told you all I was going to lose everyone I love over this panic attack. I knew that when I left Virginia in 2016. That's why it hurt so bad. Yeah, I knew it wasn't okay to be the good guy when I was a little kid. When men and women, tried to help my mom out of her abusive relationships, and she just kept going back. All these women did. Just kept going back. If you're going to put me away, you need to put me away forever. You need to put me away longer than Joseph Lopez. Most of my evidence has been stolen. Those phones were stolen, and that's recorded and documented on my YouTube. Those computers were stolen. That's documented on my YouTube. My public pretender in Rawlins hasn't gotten back to me. He knows I can't make it to court. I let him know that 2 weeks ago. Just can't make the time. He's got over 200 people on his caseload. He can't make the time to do his job. Not my fault. Not my choice. But they are my consequences.